Hello and welcome to this episode of Jewett School of the Arts Students Explain It All. Today, students will be discussing the engineering design process, which begins with wonder and question, research and investigate, plan your action, create and express, test and evaluate, and reflect and modify.
Today we're going to talk about the engineering design process. Our first step in the engineering design process is wonder and a question. The question is to make a device to stop Mount Etna from erupting and keeping the village safe below.
We're going to be talking about research and investigate, and we're going to be talking about Mount Vesuvius and Pompeii, like how bad the city got damaged in Pompeii.
And all the other types of volcanoes.
Yes.
The first volcano type is a composite volcano.
Pause. The next one is the ash flow caldera. That's the
most active volcanoes of them all.
Called a super volcano.
A shield volcano. They erupt very slowly. And once they erupt slowly, they actually can let people hurry and escape.
A cinder volcano.
They are cone-shaped, and their explosions are actually ash and just a bunch of lava that can cause much harm into people's homes. This is a picture of Mount Vesuvius from Pompeii. It took them about 1,200 years just to locate Pompeii again.
Nobody knows how many people died.
And then volcanoes have a lot of force, but this volcano had so much force that blew the top of the volcano off, and yet it's still yet to be found. And they actually found very rare things in the ash, because they found the whole city, and now there's a city on top of it. But a lot of people don't know there's a city right under themselves.
Yes, and that was a really big city too. And what about?
It's about 120,000 miles wide.
So our next step on the engineering design process is plan our action. So Cole, what is your plan to stop Mount Etna from erupting?
It is to make a hammock. You use paper, you put it under the paper, then you use tape to wrap around the pencil. Then when you get the pencils, you grab the ball, and then you bring it up to the paper, and then you lower it to the volcano and you drop it in. What's yours?
My plan is to put it on something shaped like a wagon, and then I pour it out in the volcano like a drink. Our next step in the engineering design process is create and express and test and evaluate.
Today we're talking about create and express. I'm going to use 2 pencils, tape, and paper to make a hammock and lower it into the volcano so it'll stop.
You sure you'll think that will work?
It will, I know. Wait, and what did you make?
I made, with my materials, with the string, the tape, the pencils, and a styrofoam cup, I used to make a zip line. The ball would be in the middle in the cup, and then we'd lower it down in the volcano.
Do you think it'll work?
I think it very well will possibly work. Today we're talking about test and evaluate. Cole, what was your plan?
My plan was to make a hammock by using 2 pencils, tape, and paper so you can lower the device into the volcano.
Did it work?
No.
Did you have anything else you probably could have done?
Yes. Wait, and what was your plan?
My plan was to get the zip line and with the ball inside of it, we'd lower it with the pencils, and then it'd safely fall in the volcano.
Did it work?
Yes. The last step on the engineering design process is reflect and modify. Cole, if you would have changed your device, would you have made it better?
Yes.
What would you do?
I would make a golf course by using pipe cleaners, and I would use a pencil as the golfer thing, and then I would hit the ice up the pipe cleaners and make it go into the volcano. What about you?
I probably wouldn't have changed it if I could. I probably would have made a slingshot, and that's it.